I believe some of you have seen amazing houses in your neighborhood. Well, I am not talking about houses like the spooky, mysterious house like the one in the Monster House movie. But, however, from across the world, there come different architectural styles and structures of houses that are categorized and recognized for their uniqueness and also their weirdness. Because unlike any other houses that have the traditional style, these houses have definitely stood out. Here is a list of some of the coolest houses in the world. Make sure to watch until the end of the video to discover all the great houses we have gathered just for you. Let's begin. Number 10. The Pole House Victoria. The question is, are you afraid of heights? Because if you are, this house will blow your mind. Known for its spectacular visual impact, the Pole House is without a doubt the most photographed architectural project on Great Ocean Road. Suspended at a height of 40 meters, the iconic house appears to be floating among the clouds in Australia. This pole house located in Australia is literally like a pole. The house is spectacular outside and it's amazing for Instagram posts. As mentioned, this house is widely known as the most photographed house on the Great Ocean Road. The pole house is one of Australia's most iconic homes. It is also recently renovated as it now adds a luxurious modern setting to a holiday experience like no other. The pole house is not about accommodation, nor is it about facilities or amenities, of which it has many. The pole house is about the experience. It is an adventure, so take yourself to the edge and indulge in one of the most unique, iconic, and awe-inspiring destinations. Number 9. Sun Valley Starship. This house is located in Idaho, USA. Aptly called the Sun Valley Starship, the unique property towers above a man-made pond with its imposing concrete, steel, glass, and reclaimed antique wood structure. It is indeed a striking architectural home that looks like it was created as a home base. Despite its futuristic shape, the house incorporates plenty of historic elements including sliding bedroom doors imported from India that date back to the mid-1600s, two steel mooring buoys salvaged from World War ships, and exterior wood siding from the 1800s. Isn't that just cool? Well, stay tuned because there's plenty more to go. Number 8. Shark Attack Home. You'd probably be surprised how a big shark happens to be on the roof of a house. Located in Haddington, UK, the Haddington Shark is a rooftop sculpture. You don't happen to see sharks stuck in someone's roof every day, right? As it is depicting a large shark embedded head first in the roof of a house. The shark first appeared on August 9, 1986, having been commissioned by the house's owner Bill Hine, a local radio presenter. The sculpture was inspired by Hine hearing American warplanes flying from Upper Heyford near Oxford. It was on its way to bomb Libya in retaliation for its terrorist attacks on American troops, and it was put up as a protest against the bombing. Well, isn't that just very historical? Take a look at this house right now. It has a historic value, making it way cooler than it is. Number 7. Dolomite and Blake. This house is located in Swati, Italy. The building hosts 6 generous holiday homes, all erected to the sun and the panoramic view of the Dolomites. Each private unit is designed to get maximum privacy through the division of the whole building volume into 2 parts, through the stepped balustrades which avoid insight from the above unit and from the passing by the street. Each apartment gets an extension of an internal living area by a covered sun and view-facing terrace, which on each floor ends in a small private garden. In fact, the local larch wood defines internal and external living areas. Floor-to-ceiling glazing allows the maximum view and energetic gain as directed to the south, and external sunblinds and the overhangs of the above balconies minimize overheating during summertime. Who wouldn't love to see Dolomites from your house window? Indeed, one of the coolest houses in the world. Number 6. Steel House. The bizarre structure is actually someone's house, or at least it could be. This steel house is located in Ransom Canyon, Texas, USA. The steel adobe is the labor of love of Robert Bruno, an unconventional sculptor who uncrafted it from 1973 until his death in 2008. Of course, the house is made of 150 tons of blackened steel. each piece welded by hand and was created with virtually no outside assistance. The interior, however, is wooden, resembling the inside of a tree trunk, and many of the windows are made of beautiful stained glass. To Bruno, the steel house was viewed as more of a hobby than a project that needed to be finished. The architect was known to scrap months of work at a whim, and the lack of closure was of no concern. Well, I hope my hobbies were something like creating houses big as this. With all of that, what do you think is our coolest house so far? And what do you think is our coolest house sitting at number 1? Well, only one way to find out, and that is by watching until the end of this video. You wouldn't believe it. Going back to number 5. Spitbank Forest. This top 5 cool house is located in Portsmouth, UK. Spitbank Fort or Spit Sand Fort or simply Spit Fort is a sea fort built as a result of the 1859 Royal Commission. The fort is one of 4 built as part of the Palmerston Fort's constructions. A 2020 report even stated that during the Second World War, the forts were used to defend the Portsmouth dockyards. Life on site was grim. Those serving were deliberately chosen for their inability to swim to avoid any attempt to escape. Well, this is one of the creepy cool ones, isn't it? Would definitely use a swimming lesson to live in a house like this one. Number 4. Elefante Art House. Indeed, one can deny that this house has the coolest interiors. It is located in Cornville, Arizona, USA. This unusual house is an excellent example of organic architecture and creative art. It has a space of 3 hectares of the natural landscape in Arizona. The building has 5 separate handmade areas, linked by a common theme. The main living areas are located in the Elefante and are connected with the area of meditation, the art gallery, the bath, the garden sculptures, and the wetland ponds. The desert is basically the source of the raw material. Then they are used in the house with artistic flair with stone and glass mosaics, tile, wood, metal structures, and plaster, which are a part of nature. Once again, my dear friends, one of the best houses in the world. Number 3. Dar al-Hajar. As beautiful as its name, this house is located in Yemen. Well, the house is a popular symbol of Yemen seen on posters and in magazines. It is a must-visit, rich in history and art of the early days and mind-wandering engineering and architecture. Take note, the Dar al-Hajar is a former royal palace. The house is built in the 1920s as the summer retreat of Yahya Muhammad Hamid Edid, ruler of Yemen from 1904 to 1948. It sits on top of a structure built in 1786 for the scholar Al-Imam Mansour. The palace stayed in the royal family until the Yemen Revolution of 1962. The palace is now a museum. Speaking of the architecture of the house, the architecture itself is impressive. Built onto an imposing rock outcropping, the palace itself intertwines with nature. Who doesn't want a home that is close to nature? Am I right? Come on, just take a look at this house. Moving on to number 2. Capitol Hill Residence. One cool house is located in Barvikha, Russia. The standout features of this house are its master bedroom. However, Capitol Hill Residence is a villa. Construction on the project began in 2006 and is the only private house that Hadid built during her lifetime. The house was completed in a futuristic style with an area of 2,650 square meters with 4 floors. In fact, the house is estimated to cost $140 million, and it is one of the most expensive, luxurious, and unusual residences in the world. Wouldn't you like to pay for a visit? Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1. Coolest house in the world. On top of our list, we have the Flintstone House. The house is located in Hillsborough, California. The Flintstone House is a free-form, single-family residence. The house is easily overlooked and seen from the Doran Memorial Bridge carrying Interstate 280 over San Mateo Creek. The house was built in 1976 as one of several experimental dome buildings using new materials. It was constructed by spraying shotcrete onto steel rebar and wire mesh frames over inflated aeronautical balloons. Well, it has approximately 2,700 square feet of living space, including 3 bedrooms, one accessed via a spiral staircase inspired by an ice cream cone that at the top is the same diameter as the room, and 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. It was originally off-white in color. The house was repainted deep orange in the year 2000, and one of the domes was later painted purple. Undoubtedly one of the most spectacular houses in the world. It's like it just came off from the Flintstone show itself. And with that, aren't you down to rebuild your house and transform it into a cool one just like these? Well, I don't know about you, but after seeing all these cool houses, I was itching to plot my own cool, unique house. With that, this has been your daily dose of cool stuff. Let us know what you think of this list on the comments down below. Also, for more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you on the next one.